Well, Tommy Majin, Exide Batteries.
Tommy, the battery man.
The battery man.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Exide batteries.
Yes, sir. Exide Batteries.
How long you been at Exide?
I've been there 17 years.
17 years.
And before that, I was with another battery company for 13 years. So this is 30 years of doing batteries.
Holy mackerel. Are the Exides better?
Yes, sir.
A hot dog.
Exides are better, and we're going to be installing an Exide Edge in this truck today. And of course, you know the most important thing is the battery. If it doesn't start, it doesn't go.
Everything starts with the battery, no doubt about it. And you know what's funny? Pretty good old bracket racer right here. I'm a bracket racer. That's where I come from before I hopped in the top fuel car. We see each other at the racetrack all the time. We're always hanging out, BSing and all this, that, and other. And at the local track that he races at, he's the battery man. Not Tom, he's the battery man. And he's about 6 or 7 rounds in last weekend. Car won't start.
Uh-oh. That's bad for a battery
How
man.
in the world?
Well, I was taking more out of it than I was putting back in because you know bracket racing. After you go 4 or 5 rounds, it's like come on back, and you got to have
lap.
time to hot lap.
Hot lap. I hate hot laps, but on my car. You know, yeah, it's funny. You know, you get that on your brain, like, or at least I do. I think I worry about the car too much sometimes. You know.
Oh, I do too.
But you know what? You asked Dexter about it, and you see all the rods I throwed out this past weekend. He might not think I care so much about his car, but anyway. So you're
I'm
six rounds,
seven rounds into it, and I'm in the finals, and I go down, and of course when I started the car at the pit, it kind of like that, and I'm like, uh-oh. Well, I get down, and of course I got to shut it off because I'm already too hot, and went to start it to go up to the staging lanes, and it wouldn't start. And the guy I'm racing said, go back and get you another battery.
I wouldn't have done that for you. I would have.
Sure you would have.
No. I want that easy win. I want that easy win.
But as it would be, he gave me time. We got a battery in it, and I still lost.
Oh, no.
I mean, he won. But he was a gentleman.
You lost.
Yeah, I lost. And but the one thing about if it doesn't have enough voltage, and the drag racers out there that hear this will understand what a trans brake is. If the trans brake doesn't have enough voltage, it won't hold.
It won't hold.
And that's what happened to me. It did not hold.
You know, a lot of people just don't get it. My oldest boy, Kale's one of them. He's just not a car guy, and he'll have the radio playing while he's skateboarding or the lights on so he can see. People just don't realize a battery's got so much capacity, how long they last, and that varies from battery to battery, does it not?
Yes, sir. It sure does. And the battery that we're using in your truck today is a new technology. It's an AGM battery. This battery came out with Exide about 2 years ago. And the thing I like about it, and the racers will like about it, and people that own antique cars, there is no corrosion with this battery. The rechargeability is excellent. This battery will come back and go back to 100% voltage and amperage much quicker than the lead acid batteries that we're all used to. So this battery will last much longer and deliver performance.
I just put 2 of them AGMs in my dually.
Yes, sir.
And they're pretty too.
Oh yeah,
they look good.
Clean.
They really do. They are clean, and love the blue top on them.
And the ladies like them. I mean, because they look clean.
Well,
they're not
you know what you're doing right there. You're convincing yourself that Mama ain't mad about you buying race car parts.
Well, Mama knows that when it comes to the race car gets the very best that my money can buy. Well, maybe her money can buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? That's funny. You know. Obviously, I make my living driving the Parts Plus Exide race car.
Yes, sir.
And but there's been many times, many years ago, that I had that, you know, hide money. You know, you hide a little money. You know, you want to buy a new set of batteries for the race car. You want to do this, that, and other. You don't
got to freshen up that motor.
But you know what? Long as we've been married, we don't have to do that no more. I don't think. I don't think.
You better check those bank accounts. You may find one that's open that you don't know about.
Well, no. I'm talking about money I'm hiding for buying cool stuff.
No, I'm just saying she may have been hiding from you all these years.
Well, that's okay though. You know, that's okay. You know, she just goes to Macy's or wherever and spends a little on the credit card. That's okay though.
Well, and I understand your wife goes to the races. My wife goes to the races. I wouldn't go without her.
That's right.
She's got to be there.
You know, we spend a whole lot of time hanging out in the hospitality area and doing this right here, bench racing all the time.
I win a lot of races on the bench.
You know what? I have always had perfect reaction times and low 370 runs before I put my helmet on anyway.
But yeah, the race circuit that we run, and I've been doing it a long time, and I know you have too. That it's more of a family place than what it used to be. Back in the '60s and '70s, it was a pretty rough circuit, but nowadays it's families.
That's in the sportsman side of things. It ain't as friendly over where I'm parked at least sometimes it ain't anyway. You know, you see guys getting mad, throwing stuff, and
Yes, sir.
you a helmet thrower?
No, sir.
I didn't think so.
No, sir. Mm-mm. I fell off the car a few times, but I don't throw it.
I've wanted to kick the car a few times, but I ain't never done it.
But,
It's too hard to get them painted and all slicked and shiny.
I know. Yes, yes. But
anyhow.
no, the racing has been very good to me. I've had some success doing it, and I know you've had success doing it, and it does feels good when that wind light comes on.
But man, they're hard to come by.
Oh yes,
They are hard to
The
come by.
competition's tough. There's
And
no easy rounds anymore.
Yeah, and we kind of digress. You know, Exide, obviously, they're involved with the Top Fuel team. They're involved in a bunch of racing, and even involved in a little NASCAR.
Yes, sir. And the Truck Series and NASCAR. Yes, sir. Exide has participated in just almost every kind of racing that you can do. Exide is there, and we have the technology and the batteries to perform for the racers.
And they are available at your local Parts Plus store.
Yes, they are.
Get down out of that truck.